does point towards God. And one of the strongest evidences for that from astronomy and cosmology is the so-called fine-tuning of the universe. I remember having a discussion with a very well-known Oxford philosopher who's an atheist, and he had asked me to address his students on why I believed in God, and he said, I hope you're going to use the best argument against atheism from science. And I said, well, if you tell me what it is, I'll use it. And he said, if ever I was to be persuaded to become a believer, it would be because of fine-tuning. Now, the idea here is that over the past 50 to 100 years, it has been discovered that not only is this Earth obviously a very special place in the sense that if we were further from our sun, life would not be possible because it would be too cold. If the Earth were near to the sun, it would not be possible because we're too hot, and many other things. But the fundamental constants of nature have turned out to be so accurately tuned in order to have life in the universe that the scientists themselves, whether they're atheists, Christians, or people of different worldviews, all think there's something here to be explained. Stephen Hawking, Lord Rees, who's our astronomer royal, and so on. They all think there's something there. And that intrigues me, and I believe there is something there. Now, in order to get away from the idea of fine-tuning, it's so improbable that you have to have some mechanism for increasing the probabilities. And one of the ways of doing that is the multiverse. From a scientific perspective, I was taught quantum physics by Sir John Polkinghorne, and he makes the point that the multiverse, these universes, are not accessible to us, and that it's much more natural to believe, and much more sensible, I would say, to believe in a single universe created by a creator rather than a multiverse to which we've no access and where there's no evidence that it exists. Now, a great deal has been written about this, but I find it's a very interesting thing because you don't have to go against the main flow of science to use this as an argument. This is mainstream science, admitting that the universe is fine-tuned. And there's increasing evidence that, in a sense, biology, organisms are fine-tuned. And that is another level entirely.